In this pen, I do have two American alligators. Alligators are of the crocodilian family. This family dates back 60 million years to the time of the dinosaurs. And we're said to reach lengths of about 60 feet. The largest alligator ever caught back in Louisiana, the year 1890. And that alligator was 19 feet, 2 inches in length. The largest alligator on this farm is going to be in that pond over there, close to 14 feet, a little bit under 1,000 pounds, and between 60 and 70 years old. One question I always get, what is the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Does anybody know any differences between the alligator and the crocodile? If you know, you can go ahead and scream it out. The snout of the alligator and crocodile, different shapes, you're right. So if you said snout, you're right. You're right, the color is different as well. So we got the snout, we got the color. What about the size? Who gets bigger? Crocodile. Crocodiles get bigger. And then the shape of the alligators are very strong, very durable animals. And it takes a lot to really hurt an alligator. The entire back and the tail of the alligator is full of skin-covered bone plates called osteoderms. And they protect the alligator kind of like body armor. And guys on this side, I apologize. It's going to be hard to see the alligator on this side over here. So if you guys are okay over there, I apologize. Just because they're doing construction on this area over here. Alright, so the first technique I'm going to show you today, this one is called the quick capture. And once on the back of the alligator, one stunt that made these shows very famous. Showing everybody all 80 teeth of the alligator. 40 teeth on the top jaw, 40 teeth on the bottom jaw. And if the alligator loses a tooth, there's going to be another tooth growing back to replace the missing one. Alligators can go through around 2,000 to 3,000 sets of teeth throughout their entire lifespan. And if you look closely to the back of the alligator's throat, you can see that it's sealed shut. The back of the alligator's throat, it's called the glottis. The glottis is used when the alligator grabs its prey outside of the water, drags its prey back into the water, drowns its prey but not drown itself. At the top of the alligator snout, the nostrils, the nose of the alligator, alligators can only breathe from their nostrils. The skull is skin-covered bone, barely any filling on the skull of the alligator, and that makes it another weapon for the alligator. Even with the jaws closed, if the alligator starts to swing these jaws around at full force and my leg, my arm gets in the way, more than enough power to snap my leg or even my arm in half. The eyes right here pointed off to the side. And because the eyes are pointed off to the side, alligators cannot see directly in front of them. They can only see off to their sides. And growing up here in Florida, there was a saying, if an alligator is chasing you, to run in a zigzag pattern. If an alligator is chasing you, run as fast as you can. Just below the eyes right here, we have the ears of the alligator. And when the alligator is underwater, the alligator is going to seal those ears shut so that no water can enter the ear canals of the alligator. Just between the ears, at the center of the alligator's head, right here where I'm pointing my finger, right under there, that's going to be where the alligator's brain is located. The alligator's brain, only around the same size as my thumbnail. With a brain that small, that does mean the alligator is an instinctual animal, and you cannot train alligators. The next technique I'm going to show you now, this technique is called bulldogging. And the bulldogging technique was used to tie the jaws of the alligator. Sometimes the natives, they would have to go out, hunt alligators alone, and they needed a way to tie the jaws for just one person. That is how they would do it. All right, guys, my favorite part of the show coming up right now. And that is getting off the alligator. I want to remind everybody, alligators are not your friends. They're not your buddies, and they make horrible pets. And if you would like to hold the alligator, guys, come on down. You can take pictures with them, see what they feel.